Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle. For those of you who don't know me, hi, welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Today we are going to be talking about reasons to declutter your makeup. And I do have a list and some notes so that I stay on track while I'm talking about this. So we're going to jump right in. And reason number one, your collection is becoming too much. You have so many products, you don't have room to store them. That's where I was at when I first did my very first declutter. I just did not know how I accumulated so much makeup and why I accumulated so much makeup. And so I really had to kind of go, okay, you don't need this much stuff, Danielle. You really need to kind of pare down what you have and kind of really look and see what you have that is similar that you can get out of your collection. And either it needs to be thrown away, given to friends or family, or it can be donated. That's kind of how I kind of looked at what I had in my collection. So that was the first point of that tier. The next one is you are overwhelmed by the amount of products you have. You feel stressed out when looking at your makeup collection. That's kind of how that made me feel. I was like, oh, I have so much stuff. Oh, I don't know what to use. Oh, I can't figure it out. Like I was feeling anxiety by how much stuff I had. You don't know how you ended up with so many products. And like I said, that's where I was. I didn't know how I ended up with all this stuff. Some of it I didn't remember purchasing, which is a problem. That's a huge problem. Some of it was just stuff that I saw other people on YouTube raving about. Sorry if you can hear my dog. She's just making noise. Some of it was just stuff I heard people raving about on YouTube. And I was like, I need to try that. And I really didn't. Like, there are certain products in my collection that I just don't replace. I don't need to replace. There's no point in replacing it. Number two. You no longer reach for certain makeup items. You've stopped reaching for them. Why are you holding on to it? Why is it important to you any longer? Like, those were the difficult questions I had to ask myself with a lot of things. I was like, why am I holding on to this? And some of it, in all honesty, was because I felt like I needed to have this giant makeup collection, that I needed to be like everyone else and have 9,000 foundations and just like everything. And it's not true. You don't need to. You don't need the newest and latest to do YouTube videos. You don't need the newest and latest to do Instagram tutorials. You don't need that. Like, you can make it work with what you have. And I've seen a lot of women and men here on YouTube in the beauty community who are doing that. And I absolutely love that. Because it doesn't put pressure on me to go out and purchase all of these products. It doesn't put a financial burden on me to purchase all of these products to keep my channel going. So that's kind of where that one comes from. Number three, you've kept makeup items well past their expiration date. I am very guilty of this. And there's going to be a declutter video that's going up today also, that I'm actually going through and decluttering and going through items that I just was holding on to for no reason. And this was part of my problem. A lot of the items that I, for whatever reason, did not declutter were just items that did not belong in my collection any longer. They're expired. They're done. So I had to, really look at that and go, oh, you need to get rid of that. That's disgusting. You're holding on to that for no reason. Very true. But it felt like I had more in my collection. But it wasn't making me feel complete. Do you see the problem? It's a problem. Number four. The products you have collected no longer feel special or important in your collection. Let that one sink in. They no longer feel special or important in your collection. That goes along with not reaching for them. That goes along with not gravitating towards them. That goes along with, oh, this just doesn't work for me anymore. As we get older, things change, skin changes. If we move to different climates, our skin might change, things like that, and we find products that no longer work for us. And that's okay. I'm finding stuff that I'm like, oh, this worked for me a couple years ago, that is no longer working for me. Thank you for almost being 30 skin. That's all I have to say. So really what I'm saying with that is, if it's not feeling important or special in your collection, and if you're not reaching for it, it might be time to let it go. There is no urge to have these huge giant collections, and that's the thing that I think beauty gurus have made us all believe, is that we need to have everything just like they do. Well, I think we always forget they get sent a lot of that stuff for free. Two, they have the means and the financial ability to go out and purchase all of that if they wanted to. A lot of them do. Three, it's unrealistic to have that much makeup. Like, they declutter a lot of stuff. They get rid of stuff constantly because they can't use it all. Or they just throw it into a giveaway because they can't use it all. Let that sink in. The final one I have is, you have over 15 of each type of item in your collection, but continue to reach for the same items. That is something that I have a serious thing with. I have so many liquid lipsticks that are very similar shades, but I hoard them. Like, I am a lipstick buyer. That is what I go for. That is the easiest thing for me to purchase. That is the one thing I will grab at the store. I'll go, oh, let me just go look at the makeup aisle, and then I'll end up with like 5 lipsticks in my hand and purchase them, and then come home and realize, oh, I already had all those shades. I did not need those. Yeah. And probably not a bad idea to hold on to what you love in your collection and get rid of what you don't love with that one. Like, if there are items that you're like, oh, I really love these. I know they're similar, but I love them both. Hold on to those ones. But if you have like 5 more that are the similar shade and you're like, I don't like the formula, I don't like the way this feels, I'm not into it, why are you holding on to it? I think we all have this, like, I need to hoard the makeup. I need to have it all. I need to have it all ready for in case somebody asks me to do a video on it, or already just in case it comes back into style or vogue or whatever you want to say with that. We don't. And that has taken me quite a while to kind of come to terms with. It's very hard for me to declutter things and get rid of things. I know my declutter videos don't look like it's that hard all the time, because I've already thrown everything together and I show you there's a reason I do it that way. Because I'm not comfortable with you guys watching me hem and haw over each and every item. That is very hard for me to do. So I don't show you that part. But I still declutter things, and I still do actually get rid of them. So that's kind of really my reasons for decluttering. And I hope that this gives you confidence to declutter items. Like, it might make you question. And here's the thing, maybe your first declutter, you only decluttered 3 items, but you still did something. You still got items out of your collection that you're no longer interested in, you're no longer reaching for, they're just kind of in your collection, you're just holding them, they've expired, whatever reason it might be. I just really hope that this gave you the confidence to declutter. And one thing I will say is that when I declutter, I do not declutter to make more room for more makeup. I've gotten to a point where I'm very picky about what I purchase and what I allow into my collection. And that is something that I'm proud of myself for getting to this point, because it used to be, I need to have everything everyone else has. I need to have that. I need to have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. And it would send me into like a panic attack almost. Like, oh, I'm doing YouTube. I need to have all these things. And that's not the case. So I really do hope that this video helps you guys out if you are struggling with decluttering. If you guys have any comments or tips about decluttering, please leave them in the comments. I would love to see a discussion about decluttering and how you declutter, why you declutter, things like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. It does mean the world to me. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and bye!